Hey everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel. I'm just out here having a little stroll. I think I'm just about to get wet actually. Well, bloody timing for that. I'm coming for the scenery and now it's going to rain. Welcome to the English summer, haha. I want to talk to you about the Vuelta. I know Grand Tour season is over, so I'll tell you what, if it's going to rain we're going to go back in here. So yeah, I think the Vuelta has been fantastic. I think that's one of the best Grand Tours I've seen in a long time. It was actually closer than you think. Hat off to Nibali for taking second place. I think that's a cracking result. Yeah, I think he put up a great fight to Froome. Same with Contador. Hat off to Contador. I mean, that guy, he made the race. Take away the first few days where he had a bit of a stomach bug, and he would have been right up there battling for second or third place. Just going to wipe a bit of rain off the lens there. There you go. You know, he attacked. He saw that he was minutes down at one point, about 3 minutes or something he lost on that day, right at the beginning of the first couple of days. And he's figured out, you know, how am I going to chip away at that, and I'm going to get myself up on the podium, and try and work my way up the standings. And he's attacked. He's just, you know, he's always been a classy bike rider. He's always been aggressive, and he's win or bust. So fair play to Contador. I've loved watching him race. He's a great racer, and I think he's gone out on a massive high there. So that was great to watch. Really enjoyed it. But the big thing, I mean, Team Sky, you've got to applaud it. I mean, whether you like it or not, and you find the racing boring or not, I think it's entertaining, and I've enjoyed looking at the details that they've gone through. I've always liked the way that Brailsford and his team of guys have looked at all the small little details, his marginal gains, all their health and hygiene, all their food, etc., etc. What I've noticed more in this Grand Tour than others is the riders' jobs and how he's divvied that up over 3 weeks. So, like watching in week one, you've got certain riders doing certain jobs. Week 2, you then switching and actually had other riders that were looking after him in certain parts of the stage. And then week 3, they got a different setup as well. So, and they finished with all 9 riders. So he's used all those riders to their maximum ability and rested them when they needed to get the result they need for Chris Froome. And you've got to, I mean, it's clever thinking, and it makes you think, well, actually what they're doing is pretty simple and it's logical, and makes you wonder why the teams aren't doing it. And then that probably comes down to Brailsford and his management team, that whatever I'd love to sit down and when they tell the riders at the beginning of the year, you know, this is your contract, this is what's in it, these are the races you're going to do, this is the job we're asking of you, take it or leave it. I'd love to know what the details are they go through. It's obviously spelled out to them in black and white, take it or leave it. So yeah, I think there's other teams that really need to take note of that. I think they need to look at what they're doing in their own teams and what they're doing with their own riders and what they're asking of their riders. And yeah, to be more competitive. Otherwise, Team Sky are going to romp away with it. Chris Froome's won the Tour de France and the Vuelta in the same year. Could he go on to go and win the Giro over in 2018 in May? The answer to that would be yes. I think he's actually got the legs. I think he's got the talent and the ability to do it. Will he actually go through with it? I'm probably going to say no, because that would jeopardise his fitness too much for the Tour de France, and I reckon he's going for the 5, 6 or 7 Tour wins in his career. I think that's what he's after. I think that's a bigger goal for him. But yes, I think he could go and win the Giro in May if he wanted to, and then he would hold all 3 Grand Tours at the same time, which would be incredibly impressive. So yeah, just wanted to give a little roundup of the Vuelta. I made some notes in my little book here, which is why I've got this here. So Chris Froome, a lot of these stats I'm going to tell you, I've got bits on calories and water and things like that. Now I've just it's a little bit of guesswork, and averages of what I assume that Chris Froome could well have consumed and burnt through the 21 days of the Vuelta. What we do know is Chris Froome won the whole thing with 82 hours 30 minutes worth of riding, which is a lot. If we go on the burn rate of about 700 calories an hour, he would have burnt 57,400 calories on the bike alone. So that's not including, his normal day rate as well for calories. So, the NHS tell us that, an adult male should burn around about 2,500 calories a day. So I've been a little bit more lenient and added another 2,000 calories to that. So that means he's burning, on average, in the 24-hour period, 4,733 calories per day, which over a 21-day period is 99,393 calories in 21 days. I mean, that's awesome. That's one hell of a lot of calories. And you probably would struggle to consume that many, so his calorie deficit for the 21 days has got to be lower. So I'd love to know what his weight was at the start and what his weight was at the end. I'm pretty sure he would have dropped, even Chris probably would have dropped a percentage of body fat, if not more, and I'm pretty sure he would have lost at least a kilo, if not 2, maybe even 3 kilos. That's a lot of racing, and a lot of eating that he needs to do, a lot of drinking of water as well. So 82 hours 30 minutes as the winner. The Lanterne Rouge, the last man, went to the Irishman Conor Dunn, his first Grand Tour, so fair play, he actually got round. He's a big guy, he's the tallest guy out there, and I assume he weighs quite a lot. He's ridden an extra 5 hours and 16 minutes than Chris Froome, which is, it's a long time, but it's fair play, good effort to him for getting round. But that means that he has burnt an extra 3,500 calories to cover the same distance, because it's taken him longer. So his body's still going to be burning calories. So not only has he had to ride his bike longer, he's also burnt more calories. So there you go. I mean, for a big guy like that, I reckon he's dropped a serious amount of weight in these 21 days, being his first Grand Tour as well. And I reckon his body fat count has probably come right down. He's probably now probably one of the fittest and leanest he's ever been in his bike career. So congratulations to Conor Dunn. So yeah, also so this is so Wikipedia tells me that Chris Froome weighs 71 kilos. So this is where I've worked these stats out from. So going by the hours that he was racing, on average, I would say that he's been consuming 3.9 litres of water a day, and that's just on the bike as well. So I'd imagine he'd probably have a litre before, and God knows, maybe a litre or 2 afterwards as well. But on the bike, on average, for 21 days, that's 3.9 litres per day. That's a lot. And it's been baking hot over in Spain as well. So 38 degrees sometimes. So he's probably even, some days, had even more than that. So, but that's a lot. Put 4 litres out on the table and have a look at it and try and consume that every day within a 4 or 5 hour window. So like I say, yeah, based on Froome being 71 kilos, and I would imagine he's on a pretty high protein diet. So I reckon he's on about 200 grams of protein a day, which equates to half a chicken per day over a 21 period is 10.5 kilos of chicken that Chris Froome may well have consumed during the Vuelta. 10.5 kilos of chicken. That is amazing. Again, his carb count, food-wise, this won't even include how many gels and stuff he's done. This is just off the bike before and after meals. His carb count would be fairly high as well. I reckon he's been somewhere in the region of about 150 plus grams of carbs per day. That equates to 700 grams of sweet potato. So over a 21 period, that'd be 14.7 kilos of sweet potato, or 4.5 kilos of porridge, or a little bit of a mix of the two. But either way, 14.7 kilos of sweet potato to get Chris Froome through 82.5 hours of racing in Spain. Staggering. These stats kind of made me think what, you look at how many the calorie burn, your calorie deficit, your body fat, etc, etc. I've enjoyed looking at that. I've enjoyed looking at those figures, and you think, oh, maybe this is my next challenge. So I'm starting to think that actually, could I ride a 3-week tour? Could I do the same amount of hours? Could I get that calorie burn rate up? How much weight would I lose in those 3 weeks? Whether I could drop some body fat as well. So I'm starting to think that might be my next challenge I might do in the new year. This challenge is going to take me through to the 1st of December. So and we're on track for that. So actually myself, I lost through the Vuelta, I lost I figured it out earlier on. We're going to say we ran out 1.5 kilos. So I'm now into the 69 kilos. Which I wanted to get. I wanted to get into below 70, so I've got that. So yeah, that's possibly I'll do this all the way up to the 1st of December. We're on target to get to my target weight. We're going to get a great result, and then maybe my New Year challenge will be a Grand Tour. I just quite like the look of it. I wonder whether I could do it and stay healthy. So yeah, I mean the racing's over. We enjoyed it. Team Sky dominated. Some other guys put in a good fight. What's going to be interesting now is to see who stays fit and healthy and who races some more. I know Nibali's broken a couple of ribs, and he's saying that he probably won't go to the Worlds, which are on the start of the weekend, run through for next week. Chris Froome's supposed to be doing the team time trial. Whether he's going to do the normal time trial as well, I don't know. But it'll be interesting to see who comes out of this Grand Tour with awesome form, managed to keep himself fit and healthy, and then actually get some amazing race results. That'll be interesting to watch. So just keep monitoring that. Have a look at some races. The Grand Tour's over, but it doesn't mean that the season's over. There's bucket loads of racing. Then we were racing today the Grand Prix de Wallonie in Belgium. And there's 2 or 3 races on in Italy this week. I think you have to watch them on the internet. There's another race from Belgium on Saturday. World Championships start on Sunday with the team time trial, and then you've got time trials and road races all next week, and that's under 23s, women's and men's. So that'd be worth watching as well. Sorry, it's just started raining. This is just the UK weather just does my head in. You know, it was sunny most of the day, which is why I wanted to come out here so you can see the view, and now it started raining. So there's plenty of racing to carry on watching this year, and like I say, just be interesting to see who stays fit and healthy and who can pick up some results towards the end of the year. It's been great watching the Grand Tours. It's great to watch Team Sky and their detail that they go through. I think all of their staff play a vital role, riders and backroom staff, to getting Chris Froome that result. And like I say, those stats I gave you there were just about his calories and water and protein and carbs and stuff. Were just they're just brilliant to look at. Great figures. He's a great athlete. I think he'll do really well. I think he's going to win a lot of other races. And I think Team Sky are going to dominate. Unless other teams really buck up their ideas and start performing with the same detail, the same level. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rain. I hope you're all training. I hope your all diets are going well. Fire across any questions. We're here to help. Yeah, stay healthy. See you in the next video.